Hi guys, morning. How are you guys? Hi everybody. Hi Dave. Hi Catherine. Hi Kasib. Thank you Jean for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Hi Claudia. Hi Shadow Dancer. Thank you Kasib 63 for becoming a member. Hi guys. Hi Factual Fairness. Hello everybody. Hi good girl. Hi Lisa. Hi Tiger Girl. Hi Brenda. I hope I didn't miss anyone. How are you guys? Hi Joe. Oh, so many new people here. Hi Elizabeth. Hi from Scotland. Hi. Hi from Germany. Hi everybody. How's everybody doing on this Saturday? I was quite stressed out today. I worked late. Howdy, Chris. And yeah, basically came home an hour ago. So I prepared nothing. I prepared a little bit this morning before I went to work. But yeah, we're getting there. So I hope you guys understand what I'm gonna tell you. I hope you guys all watched my live stream about the truck, about the GEOTAB, because this would be important. I'm not planning on going into detail so much on the GEOTAB in this live stream. I just wanted to show you guys something and wanted to see or wanted to hear your opinion basically on what I have found or I have missed in the other live stream. So yeah, should be good. If anyone wants to come on, that's no problem. I post the link right now and you can join me live. Hi JL. Yeah, you watched twice. That's good. Does that mean that you didn't understand the first time? That's why you watched it twice? Or was it okay to understand? I mean, you know, it's basically, yeah, it's a bit technical stuff. And it took me forever. But yeah, we're getting there. This should be the link. I'm trying to pin it. No, I don't want to put myself in touch. Anybody wants to come on, feel free. Thank you, Bobby Joe. It was JL saying it was good. I wanted to get all I could out of it, right? I mean, I do explain a little bit, but not just, not in great detail. Hi, CJ. My dad's good. It was my granddad that was pretty bad. Yeah, they diagnosed him with 6 different types of cancer. And yeah, the doctor basically said it goes as long as it goes, as long as his lungs are working. It could be any day. It could be in a month, it could be in 6 months, it could be next year, depending on his lungs, really. But yeah, he's rolling, still rolling, just enjoying every day. Enjoy every day, guys, you have, because life can be over in a blink of an eye, So yeah, just enjoy life. Yeah, it's okay. At least we know the situation now, and it's hard, definitely. It's also hard because he knows what's going to happen to him. But yeah, it's better like that than, if you cannot say goodbye to someone. I think that's worse. So yeah, we just make the best out of it. No negativity, and just, looking with positive thoughts into the future, no matter how long it will be going. So yeah. Hi, Capri. Hi, Tiger Girl. I don't know if I said that already. Hi, Factual Fairness. It's nice. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Bagel Lady. First time. Welcome. Oh, yeah, we're going to be gentle with you as long as you're going to be gentle with us. So, yeah. People coming in. We have 71 people watching. That's pretty good. So I would say let's wait 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we go right into this. Pride or honesty. Yeah, sometimes I wish I could be one of those that will never happen to me people. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hi, Irvin. Aloha. Are you in Hawaii or something? Aloha? Don't they say that in Hawaii? Yeah. If you this time I'm gonna make something different. I don't want to bore you guys so much, with the afterwards talking and stuff. So I thought I put the members only chat link, chat and live stream link in the community section on the channel. So I'll be having a live stream right after this. So I hope I will be seeing all my members over there so we can discuss in detail, having a little bit more privacy. Everybody can say what they always wanted to say, ask questions, or I can ask questions. You guys get to know me a little bit better. And yeah, also I came across a really, really, really mad comment. Somebody was saying like I should shut this down and stop making money on this, and so on and so forth. So I just wanted to tell you guys, I made exactly, and I'm pretty transparent about this, before I had this membership set up, I made exactly 69 cents off YouTube. So it's nothing where I can get rich or anything. And I also wanted to tell you guys that all the money from the memberships will be donated to either the Texas Equal Search or Families in Need or something like that. They only pay out if I think it is. I'm still not that good with YouTube stuff in detail. I think they pay out once you reach $70, and I will be showing you guys that also in our upcoming members only chats and live streams every month, where what I made on the videos, the monetization and all that stuff, and also where I'm going to be donating the money to. And I also wanted to ask you guys if you have any suggestions. I thought every member can have a choice of where the money should go each month. So let me know if you have some organization or anything else where you want the money to I do that in the name of the Radix Crime Files, of course, and in the name of the member recommending the given association. All right. Shadow Dancer saying, TJ, some people want to shut everyone down. Everyone who doesn't agree with the narrative. What you make financially is your business. That makes me very annoyed. Yeah, I mean, I have a day job and I have another job as well. I'm helping people on a regular daily basis, and I'm not looking to become a millionaire through YouTube. That's not my intention. My intention is to bring you guys some information, some stuff what probably nobody else talked about before. And I don't want to become that super rich. It's just because it's a hobby of mine, and it's just a hobby, and I just do it because it's fun for me, and I like communicating with people. I like communicating in the groups with people, also on YouTube. And yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that it's nothing like, some people say, oh, you get rich and you get so much money and thousands of dollars. No, I just started. I mean, income is pretty low on YouTube when you just started, but it's nothing where you can get rich, especially not on a small channel like I have. But I just want to donate and give something back to the community. Yeah, it's none of anyone's business. Yeah, but people ask, and I'm pretty transparent about this, so why not? I mean, I don't really care what anybody else says or thinks. I just don't like people coming into the comments or being nasty towards me or to anyone, saying stupid things. That's just simply not true. Yeah. Yeah. Even if you did make some money off YouTube, it will never cover what you both put into it. Yeah, I don't see it as a job. Like I said, and I like doing videos. I like doing live streams, stuff like that. And I just like doing it. So it has nothing to do with, for me anyway, and to become rich or something. So I wanted to give something back to the community, and all the money that comes through memberships, I'll be donating, of course. Yeah, it's like, yeah, just the facts. That's true. Haters are only truth haters. That's true. It's not people hating you personally. They hate the truth. They hate when you speak the truth, because the problem is truth hurts, right? And nobody wants to get hurt. But yeah, I'm just an honest person. I'm transparent. I've been like that all my life. I hate drama. I hate arguments. I just can't stand it. So yeah. Yeah, Dave, we'll be waiting for you. Not half an hour though, but I hope you can join us in the members only chat later on. The link to the chat is in the community section on the Radix Crime Files channel on YouTube. So if you check that out, you can join. All right, I think we should go into this. Can somebody else? I think Irvin is here, right? But is somebody else up to becoming a member? A member, I say, a moderator, because I don't see Jennifer here. So if anyone is up for being a moderator, additionally to Irvin, thank you, Irvin. I appreciate your help. That would be very much appreciated. Just boot everybody out and delete comments that are being nasty or go in real life. It has nothing to do with the case. I just don't want that here. I have zero tolerance for bullies or trolls, or, I mean, you can speak the truth, you can, but everything else, no chance. Alrighty. Catherine, that would be awesome if you can. Let me check this out. Catherine, you should be a moderator now. Right. Anybody else? Pride or honesty? Yeah, the more we have, the better. Let me know if you got the invitation. So Catherine and Dave G. Please be careful with your moderators. What does that mean, Mado files? What do you mean? You have been banned from 2 channels because they didn't like my answers. Yeah, haters gonna hate, isn't it? Yeah. All right, we have 100 people in. So I think we can go right into this. I'll be sharing my screen with you guys in a second. Just give me a second. I'm so stressed out and exhausted from work. I even pushed the wrong buttons. So bear with me, guys. Just 1 second. Moderators can delete my subscribers and my comments? I don't know about that. Well, I trust you guys, so, or otherwise, if you doing weird stuff, I just take the moderator role away from you. It's as simple as this. So, no, I think we'll be fine here. All right, so let's get right into this. As always, and I cannot see, I can see your guys' comments on my phone now, but when I'm talking, I won't be able to always check the comments. So yeah, but we have good moderators now, so let's get into this. So as always, if you haven't watched my stream on how the GEOTAB system works, this episode probably doesn't make sense to you, or not much sense to you. So I recommend everybody just stop this stream, watch the episode, no kids and no NK in truck, and come back to this stream after. And as always, stay to the case, no going real life or being nasty to each other. Zero tolerance for trolls or bullies. Nasty comments will be removed and the person being a troll will be blocked from this channel. There will be a members only discussion live stream after this episode, and I invite you guys to come and join this for an open panel discussion. So what I was asking myself was, when I reviewed my first live stream on the GEOTAB data GPS, I was asking myself, hold on a minute, who was actually driving when he did all this stuff? So let's see. Was it inconsistency or just a coincidence? How Chris Watts fooled the system, or did he probably not? And if not, who was driving the truck to CERVI 319? It was, in my opinion, not him. But let's take a look. So as we know, and all the people know who have been watching my previous live stream on the GEOTAB, GEOTAB is an accurate tracking system. Anadarko used this system for their whole fleet. Operators were not allowed to take or make calls during driving, send or receive messages during driving, use the truck for private reasons, or have any passengers not workers or operators of Anadarko. You find numerous statements of co-workers and Luke Apple himself, that's the boss, in the discovery stating that GEOTAB is monitoring a given driver's behavior. By setting up custom rules to their GEOTAB system, Anadarko is able to tell you exactly to the point what a driver is doing while in his truck and which custom setup rules are being violated if the driver violates any. So, and this is just an example from the last live stream. These are the rules and their assigned colors. So you can set up custom rules. You can assign them a specific color. Like you see here on the right side, the little star means nothing else but stopped inside a certain zone. The blue bar means idling, run slowly while disconnected from a load or out of gear. The blue line means custom, backing up when leaving, and the red line means backing up when leaving. So Anadarko basically was monitoring for insurance drivers are doing. And we see on the left, Chris Watts has the yellow line and the yellow star, like I explained in my previous live stream. You can, GEOTAB basically can, to the point, to the millimeter, tell you exactly where you have been, where you stopped your truck, what you did, and so on and so on. And we see on the left side at CERVI 319, both McCoy and Chris Watts, they both have a light blue triangle, like a warning triangle thingy. And this would be most likely because they violated the rule of idling. So light blue means idling. So then we take a look at the CERVI 1029. You see some more violated rules on Christopher Watts in the yellow, as well as on Troy McCoy, the blue. You see on the bottom part to the right, you see Chris Watts violated the rule of idling, backing up when leaving, and Anadarko also set up some custom backing up when leaving. We don't know the details on why they set these rules up or what these rules are gonna exactly tell them, but we know that GEOTAB definitely records any violations of any rules they set up. So here's some excerpts as well, CERVI 319 and CERVI 1029. To the right side, you see an actual GEOTAB dashboard. This is what Luke Apple would have been seeing if he pulled up Chris Watts's or Troy McCoy's or any other operator's data. So the right side, you see that little pictures is not actually a picture of the data of Chris Watts or Troy McCoy. You can find this little dashboard example on geotab.com on their website. It's a very informative website. So if you want to know more about the GEOTAB system, check it out definitely. And also check out they also have a YouTube channel. You can check this out as well. And they gonna explain from A to Z everything, how that system works. I was basically living on the channel when I prepared the previous live streams. So this is the actual dashboard or rule or violation sheet of Chris Watts and Troy McCoy. Troy McCoy to the top and Chris Watts in yellow on the bottom. You see Troy McCoy as well as Chris Watts. They have one blue and one red and blue violation triangle. That means they violated when they backed up while leaving, and a custom-made rule backing up while leaving, and the red backing up when leaving as a set rule. So basically, I cannot tell you why they or what additional rule they put up when backing up when leaving, but I can imagine it's probably when you back up, they have to go around their trucks before they get into the trucks and go, actually. So I don't know, maybe it's violently backing up, or maybe they hit something or drive over something. It's basically for insurance reasons. So here we see to the left, again at CERVI 319, both Watts and McCoy, and at CERVI 1029 McCoy violated based on the color assigned. Here on 319, the rule of idling, and based on the color at CERVI 1029, the rule of backing up when leaving. So it's not permitted, according to Anadarko, taking or making any phone calls while driving. Co-workers state in the discovery that they have to pull over to take or make calls, since that would be a violation. It would show up in their GEOTAB sheet. So basically, it would show up here, right? It would say, let's say, for example, he makes a phone call, right, while driving, and they assigned the color, let's say, green. It would show up as a little green triangle, and that would tell Anadarko, your operator had been while driving. So that would be a violation. So, and also Troy McCoy states in his first or second interview that they always have to pull over when to take or make phone calls, because everything is basically monitored, right? So having passengers is not permitted. Operators and Luke Apple stating that it is not allowed to transport passengers unless it is a co-worker without a work truck for reasons of apprenticeship, for example, or I think Melissa Parrish had somebody to shadow her on that day, and they came together in Melissa's truck, if I'm not mistaken. So things like that, Anadarko knows, and then that's fine. But other than that, they cannot have no passengers. So using work truck for private reason is also not permitted. This is why CW had to tell Luke Apple, if you guys remember, he said, oh, I'm gonna stay at a friend's house just in case you see something going on my GEOTAB, or on the GPS, I think he called it. So this is the reason. So like you guys see, I don't believe, according to GEOTAB, that it's monitoring the seatbelts as well. That's why I do not believe that Chris Watts had anyone in his truck, neither the kids nor another passenger, let it be NK or whoever. It's just simply not happening. The GEOTAB works, they basically study your behavior, so it will all be recorded. Let's say Chris Watts would always have a passenger with him and driving to work. GEOTAB would record that as a not unusual behavior. And if he does not, which he doesn't, because it's not allowed, unless Anadarko knows of it, then basically GEOTAB gives an alert telling Anadarko, listen, your operator has somebody in his truck, right? So that's how we know he did not have the kids in the truck, or Shanann in the truck, or NK in the truck, right? So we now know, according to the GEOTAB, CW had no passengers, no kids, or Shanann in the truck, right? And to get more details about this, I really, really highly recommend to watch my previous live stream. I do it so detailed on the GEOTAB, and also a lady of GEOTAB is talking. So Please, 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 if you did not have already, go check it out if you want to know more about the seatbelts and the rules they set up. So, CW had also no violations of taking or making phone calls. So, was he actually driving out to CERVI himself? Let's take a look what he did. At 5:46 a.m., Chris Watts leaves Saratoga Trail. And these times are all recorded in the GEOTAB. And no, you cannot fool the system. You cannot take it out or stop it or unplug it or anything like this. So it's not possible, right? So 5:46 a.m., he leaves Saratoga Trail, right? So let's see what he does. 5:46, he leaves Saratoga Trail. He calls at 6:29 to 6:30. Watts made 3 unanswered calls to Roberts, right? 6:31, Watts sends a message asking Roberts. 6:32 a.m., Roberts replied, just got fuel in Kersey. 6:32, Watts made another call to Roberts, unanswered. At 6:33, Watts responded with 2 messages to Roberts. Okay, I'm in CERVI. Where are you going first? And Roberts says in his interview, he does not take the phone calls because he was driving, right? So 6:33, Roberts answered, DPC state, and Watts replied with a thumbs up emoji. 6:35, Roberts advised, I need to call Chad and see if he plans on still stroking the 1029 and so on and so on. At 6:35, Watts responded, okay, let me know before I leave here. 6:38, Roberts added, I think Jet might be headed out there today. Phone was breaking up pretty bad. At 6:39, another unanswered phone call to Chad Michaels. As you see on the right side, item 41 is Watts' personal phone, right? And item 40 is Watts' work phone. So he does all this, what you see on the left, and there's more. This is just a cutout from, or a screenshot from the discovery, right? So from 6:29 until 6:39, at least on this sheet, he makes several phone calls. He sends several texts, receives text, and so on, all from his work phone, right? And we remember he left at 5:46 a.m. He arrived at CERVI 319 by 6:53. So all these phone calls and text messages from his work phone, he did at CERVI. So where was he, right? He couldn't have been in his truck because GEOTAB did not give out a violation of rules for taking or receiving phone calls. And he also states, at 6:33, Watts responded with 2 messages to Roberts. Okay, I'm in CERVI. So we know that he only arrived at 6:53 a.m. So where was he, right? And most importantly, who was driving the truck? Because if he had taken all these phone calls or calling these people, why doesn't he have a violation of the GEOTAB, right? So CW did not pull over anywhere on his way to CERVI 319. He made all calls from his work cell phone. There was no violation of taking or making calls registered on his GEOTAB sheet. Here you see it again to the left. He had violations for idling, backing up when leaving, and so on and so on. He stopped at a certain point at CERVI, and we know exactly at what time he did stop because it's all recorded to the second, right? So I'm asking, who was actually driving then? Because it certainly wasn't Chris Watts, according to GEOTAB data, right? And I just wanted to know what you guys think, because this is kind of weird. He leaves Saratoga Trail, and we all saw him getting into this truck, right? At 5:46 a.m. Or did we even see him getting into this truck? I mean, what do you guys think? We did not physically actually see him get into his truck, did we? Well, so again, 5:46 a.m. CW leaves Saratoga Trail, right? He does all these phone calls and having kids in the back seat, a body in the back seat, and stuff like that, right? But he does everything with his work phone. So why is there no violation? So from 6:29, when the calls basically start, until 6:39, he wasn't even at CERVI yet. So I have two questions. Who was driving? Because no violation showed up, right? And why would he tell Roberts that he's already at CERVI when he's not? He was halfway there at 6:33. It makes absolutely no sense. So who was driving the truck? This is the big question, right? So what do you guys think? The tree was in the way. Exactly. The tree was in the way. I'm gonna just catch up. Oh, thank you, Irvin. Testing Super Chat. Thank you. He needed an alibi, yeah. What's the obsession? Tanya, I think you have become an expert analyst in this case in all regards. Failing the proper agency doing their job. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. No, it's not that I think outside, I think I have the same information like everyone else, right? But it's just certain things that I really, really, really lose sleep over this, because I think about it and think about it and think about different scenarios, and then I go through it in my head and I'm like, you missed something, like this can't be. And then I'm looking for answers, I'm looking for answers and for a simple explanation, because I'm that type of person, for me there's a simple explanation for everything, right? But it drives me nuts if I cannot get a simple explanation for anything I'm looking for. So this was something I really did miss in the first live stream about the GeoTab, to be honest. And I just wanted to see, I went over it and I'm like, hang on a minute. He couldn't have take or make phone calls. Even Troy McCoy says, oh no, we're not allowed to make any phone calls. So I have to pull over every time I take a call or make a call, because it's monitored. So who the actual fudge was driving this car or this truck, Oh my God. Thank you, Dave. That's so much money, man. But thank you so much. But it's definitely too much money. Giving back to amazing people, and you are one of those. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, really. And I do love your channel as well, right? So I'm gonna set up I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so we can talk about this a little bit, right? So, and I'm gonna, if somebody wants to come on the panel, I'm gonna put the link up right now. So feel free to join. So yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, isn't that weird? I mean, Troy McCoy had Chris's work phone. Probably. I didn't even think about this. Jay Young is saying Troy McCoy had Chris's work phone. What do you guys think? I'm just trying to catch up a little bit on your on the live chat. I'm sorry, guys, but I definitely need another additional screen, like a computer screen or something, where I can, watch the chat and see all your answers and questions. This is just on my little phone. I need glasses. We know CW is lying in these messages if he was in his truck, right? But, this made me, I really, really did look for a simple explanation, but I couldn't come up with one, So I'm asking you guys, what do you think? I mean, who was driving this friggin' truck? Has the Ford only has the front seats wired with weight sensors. Amanda, yes, that's right, but not these fleet trucks. They are it I really recommend you to watch this other GeoTab live stream I did, because it will explain everything. It's not like in your private truck where you sit on the back seat and alarm goes off if you don't buckle in, right? It's different. This GeoTab system studies your behavior over weeks and weeks and weeks, and it will always give an alert if something unusual happens. Let's say he never transported anything in the backseat for weeks and weeks and weeks, right? So GeoTab is studying behavioral stuff. So then all of a sudden, after, let's say, 2 months, right, he starts to transport passengers or heavy equipment on the backseat. This would cause an immediate alert, right? I mean, it's not an alert as like bombs go off or whatever. It's an alert what shows up in his sheet Luke Apple will be having and pulling all these data, So yeah, it's definitely weird. It was weird to me. So I've seen him drive away. I haven't. I mean, I have seen him walking by the truck, but I did not physically see him get into this truck. I mean, I don't know if you have any other footage. Yeah, the most hated tree in the world, that's right. The most hated bush in America, right? That's true. Yeah, it wasn't him. Yeah, but who was it then, Where did his work phone ping from? I think, basically where his work phone pinged from is where he called, isn't it? On the road or something? But that's also a good question, because I don't think we have this data, where we don't have his actual phone log, so we cannot see where his phone pinged, right? NK knew he was going to CERVI 319 on Monday, so why did she swing by? Exactly, and why did nobody else, ask her why? I have to admit, I dream about this case, factual fairness. Yeah, me too. I'm not doing anything else other than this case, right? So, yeah, I think it's only pinging if he does call or writes messages. Yeah, actually, the pings are always there, but you will be seeing them right as outgoing or incoming calls in the origin where the call is coming from or originating from. Yeah. Hi, Jennifer. We missed you. I employed 2 or 3 other moderators. See, Jennifer, this is how it goes. Last time, we were only 2 people, you and me, in our first members only live stream. Nobody got any notifications, and now We're 160 people. That's good. So someone had to have Chris's phone, and it would have took two to do was what was done if it was done there. And then, right. And what I was also thinking is, if somebody else had his phone and he tried to call like Chad Michaels and Cody Roberts, wouldn't it be weird if it wasn't him on the line then? Imagine they would have picked up the phone. That's kind of weird too. So I think he did have his work phone but at him or on him, but I also think he did make these calls. But who was driving the truck? It was definitely not him, right? So I don't know. And also, like I said previously, if he had the kids alive in the back seat and is calling and messaging and whatever, and imagine somebody would have picked up and Bella or Cece would have said something, right? And this is also an indicator to me that he wasn't in the truck and there were no kids anywhere near him, right? So where were the kids? So if you summarize, you have the weird sheet placed there, in my opinion, right? You have the GEOTAB information. Nobody even actually was in that freaking truck, right? Now you have the phone logs where he called and stuff and the violations, this is really weird. Yeah, Elizabeth, I did a live stream about that as well, where you can see Nate's camera. And people were, after that live stream, people were over analyzing my video and saying, oh, it wasn't Sunday, it was Saturday, or it was Friday. No, look right? It was Sunday. You have to slow down the actual footage of when Nate stands there with Officer Coonrod, I believe. Slow it down to the slowest you can, and you will see clearly that the truck or the headlights on his driveway were on Sunday, not on Saturday and not on Friday. It was Sunday. And I actually always investigate that pretty accurate because I don't want to tell you guys any lies. So check it out. If you don't believe me, it was definitely on Sunday. Can cherry pick info. His movement in the back of the truck isn't monitored. Okay, Amanda, I mean, you have different information than I got from GEOTAB according to the fleet monitoring, but that's fine. If you can enlighten us with the information you have, then that would be pretty much appreciated. Dave, I couldn't find anything saying that backflip seats had seatbelt sensors. I'm not talking about seatbelt sensors. So here again, please go back and watch that other live stream. The lady of GEOTAB will explain everything to you. Right? Factual fairness Sunday, because somebody said the kids were taken out Sunday. This is what I actually believe too. There was, you see on Nate's CCTV footage, you see when he flips through Sunday as well. And then he clicks on Sunday and then it goes really quick. So you have to slow the video down. When he is in the Sunday button or on that day on Sunday, you see around 10 p.m. it is, I believe, around 10 p.m. you see headlights on his driveway. And this is exactly the time when he was outside during the 111-minute phone call with NK and when he came back, right? So hold on a second. Just had to, sorry, I just had to turn the TV of my son down. Why was Amanda S timed out? I haven't done anything. I don't know. Claudia, number 13, is saying, listen, Shanann asked Chris for pics of the girls and he sent her once he already sent her before. Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Right. It also states in the discovery, doesn't it? That he sent her the pictures from previously. But also then on, what's this guy's name? I forgot his name. He was there and he said he actually sent Chris pictures of Bella from the birthday party. So Chris took the pictures from his Facebook or something and sent those pictures to Shanann. This is what he said. Eating burritos and texting on Chris' phone. Yeah, you're referring to Troy McCoy, right? Yeah. Frank Rusek said the video saw them Sunday night, but he didn't sound very confident. Right. Yeah, I wasn't too confident either. I do believe that the kids were taken out before Shanann got home. Factual fairness, the girls never came home from the party. Jeremy Lindstrom's, yeah, that's his name, Shadow Dancer, thank you. The girls never came home from the party, do you think? I mean, we have the Vivind, right? And I mean, that could be probably easy to find out if we would have his friggin' doorbell footage. But all we have from his doorbell is Shanann coming home. So yeah, that's pretty weird. I have always said they didn't come home from the party. They got home, I think their shoes were there. Right. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, their shoes were there. Dave, what do you mean happened? What do you think this would have went down if they didn't come home from the party? Do you think somebody took them on the way home? Or he actually gave them to somebody else? See, I was always thinking, when this car showed up on his driveway on Sunday, right exactly at the same time he goes in, comes back during this 111-minute phone call, I thought the kids were taken out right then. It makes sense to me. Because a few minutes later, the truck or car or whatever was in his driveway is basically gone. So, yeah. I always thought the kids, were not there anymore when Shanann got home. The Gropers, an idiot? What do you mean, real justice? After the birthday party, Frank spoke to one kid on FaceTime and heard the other kid. Ah, yeah, that's true also, right? That's true also. Yeah, Frank did FaceTime the kids. Yeah. But then on the other hand, why didn't he take pictures of his children, at the birthday party? This is what parents do, isn't it? I mean, he took the pictures he was given by Lindstrom and sent those to Shanann. So, yeah. Dave is saying Frank Sr. said that he thinks he saw Bella and heard Cece. He thinks he saw Bella? Do you think he saw somebody, a different child? That's weird. Yeah, Dave G. What you guys cannot forget or keep in mind, right? This is not a private truck. This is a fleet management GEOTAB system, right? So definitely, I mean, it could be that in a private owned truck, the seat belts are in the front monitored or have sensors or whatever. But keep in mind, this is fleet operation. And I also found out why they did it, when they did it, and it's all explained in the previous live stream. He didn't clearly remember. So he didn't clearly remember, right? So did he FaceTime them or did he not? I mean, if I FaceTime my grandchildren or my children and something like this happens, I mean, sorry guys, I don't know what you think, but me personally, I would remember every second of that day. So to say, I don't remember if this was my grandchild when he FaceTimed them, that's kind of weird to me. But, I mean, people in stressful situations like that, I mean, yeah, but I would definitely remember if I saw my grandchild or not. Pride or honesty, if Frank called, wouldn't the entire point be to talk to the girls? Right, this is exactly what I was just thinking. The girls had pizza Saturday night. Yeah, Susan, that's right. Cold pizza, he fed them. I always think, and then again, if you look at the body cam footage, you see all these makeshift little kind of beds and blankets downstairs in the living room area or in the dining room area where they have this little setup of a living room. It could have been easily, I think the kids never went up in their beds. I think the kids were taken when he went out during that 111-minute phone call with NK. The kids were taken out, given to somebody else, and they left their makeshift beds in the living room. This is what I think. Why don't I want to know Real Justice's theory? I want to know. Now I want to know. Now I want to know Real Justice's theory. What's up with Real Justice, guys? Why should she go away or he? Can somebody just brief me what's going on in the chat? Who's fighting? I'm not fighting with anyone. I just don't get involved in this. But I want to know what's going on. He said he heard them, not saw them. The justice said Nick killed Shannon while NA was driving. Nick? Oh God, who's Nick? Oh, Nick Thayer? Nick killed Shannon while NA was driving? Okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, if that's her theory, I mean, everybody is entitled to their theories, right? So anyone, no, I'm not fighting. I'm not a fighter. I'm a fighter, yeah, but I'm not a fighter towards other people. StreamYard link, Dave coming. Hold on, guys. I'm so not a friggin' YouTube person. Here you go, Dave. If that's the right one. These children go to bed early, so Frank would have FaceTime before 10. The girls could have left the house after that. Right. Yeah. So, hi, Dave. Welcome.
G'day everyone, how are you?
I'm all right.
No,
How are you?
very, very well. First time to speak to you.
Yeah.
So,
I feel
okay,
honored. Thank you for
yeah,
coming on to
no
my little
problem at all.
channel.
No, you're doing extremely well. Okay, I just want to explain something to you right now.
Yeah.
Real Justice is the world's biggest troll on Watts Island. Okay, so ignore anything you ever see or hear of Real Justice. Um, Real Justice believes 16-year-old Nicholas Atkinson strangled Shanann
Okay.
and has no justification behind the theory whatsoever. Okay,
Oh,
so Real Justice has every intention of taking all of the attention away from NK and is only out there to go after NA and her son. So
right.
Real
I
Justice
mean,
is a troll, and that's all there is to it.
right. Everybody has their theory, right? And I'm not hating anybody for having their theory or something. But, if you cannot back it up, I mean, that's kind of, I don't know. I don't think Nick killed anyone. Why would he?
Absolutely.
Right? I heard
Absolutely.
people I heard people say that there were some inconsistencies, and I also said at one time, I think she was there simply because of something with the phone and the watch. But then when I, looked further into this, I'm an Apple user, right? And yeah, it just makes sense. It just all makes sense. They saying, some people saying she had the watch in her car, and that's why it gave a signal of Shanann when Amanda Thayer, I think, was texting her, and she got a response back from Shanann, I'm driving or something,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely. I have to turn off comments. I can't look at them. Righto, that's much better. That way I can focus on you. Alrighty. So you were talking about the GEOTABs, and you were talking about what's his name? Troy McCoy. What people are thinking maybe Troy was driving Chris's truck, but in Troy's statement, which is in his interview, which is very dodgy to say the least,
Yeah,
he
definitely.
emphasizes so much about leaving at 7:30 because he was waiting for the burrito guy. So his vehicle was apparently at Anadarko's office, but it actually wasn't.
It
There's
wasn't,
a
no.
lady called C-Dub did a little video on his GeoTab, and it actually has him on a dirt road a few
Yep.
miles from the actual site of
Yeah, that was,
Anadarko's offices.
I think, a 4-minute drive to the Anadarko parking lot or something. I made a video about that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so we know Troy lied, okay,
Yeah,
about his
definitely.
location, but whether it was Chris waiting, Chris may well have been in Troy's truck, and Troy may well have been in Chris's truck, right?
Yeah.
So, and Troy may well have had Chris's phone, and Chris may well have had Troy's phone, and that might have been the swapsies that all took place on if it did occur, it may have been a swapping of phones on the Friday at the so-called Lazy Dog, not Lazy Dog, at the Safeway meet up at the parking lot, which I highly doubt Chris was at in the first place. So it's all very confusing.
Yeah, it is very confusing. Especially Troy McCoy also says what's called him or something, and he had to pull over to take the phone call.
He
And
never did.
I couldn't find that phone call.
Yes, it's
He
correct.
never called him,
And he
right?
never pulled over.
No, he never pulled over either. So
Correct.
if what's called him, I'm asking myself, where did he call him from? Was it a burner phone or something? It definitely wasn't his work phone or his personal phone, because we have nothing on this. And I'm quite surprised police did not check this out. He would have
Yeah.
been suspect number one to me. I mean, he lied once.
Yeah,
Why not
I've got
telling the truth in the first place?
he's very suspect. Troy is, I don't know how the hell he wasn't a suspect. He was out at CERVI 319. Well, he was he was out at CERVI at 2 p.m. on Tuesday when the water truck guy turned up. What the hell was he doing out there? He lied to the police first of all. In his first interview, he actually stated that he was looking for a crescent wrench. That's what he told the.
Water truck guy.
Actually, the first interview, he didn't even tell them he went to CERVI. The second interview,
Right.
he recanted his first statement and actually said he was out there and lied to the water truck guy about his reasoning for being out there, and then he actually stated that he was out there because he was suspicious of Chris. Well, if he was out there suspicious of Chris, where he was standing, where he went and parked his truck on the Tuesday, was the same place he parked his truck on the Monday. And if he hops out of that truck and goes 20 and looks 25 feet into the bushes, he would have seen the grave that had already apparently been dug. He would
Yeah.
have been able to tell the police there and then in
Yeah.
that interview that he could see all this dug out dirt.
Yeah.
He would have
Definitely.
clearly been able to see it
Yeah.
without a doubt, unless he was the one digging the hole.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I saw all these pictures, and I also believe he would have seen the sheet, right? And we all know it rained heavily on Tuesday.
Tuesday night, it rained a third of an inch of rain, which is plenty of rain. That
Yeah.
sheet, the underside of the sheet was bone dry.
Yeah.
Okay, now the underside of the sheet would have still been wet when they recovered it because it wouldn't have had any air to get to it to actually dry itself, in my
Right.
opinion. And the plastic bag, one of the plastic bags that had the fingerprints on the inside of it was located 20 feet from the grave, and there were 53-mile-per-hour winds blowing that night out at CERVI. Now,
Right.
that plastic bag should have ended up halfway back to Frederick,
Yeah.
like technically, and another one was 45 feet from the gravesite on the way towards the sheet. So I believe the sheet was planted. This is all in my opinion only. Sheet was planted,
Yeah.
and Shanann was actually disposed of Tuesday evening after 9 p.m. and before 6 a.m. That is my opinion of when
That's
Shanann
my
was buried.
opinion also. Yeah.
Okay, and I believe she died after Chris's porch interview. I believe what he was saying, he was talking to the actual people that were holding Shanann in the interview.
Yeah.
And I believe it was not long after that porch interview that Shanann sadly passed away, because she was in a rigor mortis position when she was actually buried. So it would have been anywhere from 2 to 6 hours after she died when she was buried.
Right. Yeah, we did a great live stream on the autopsy as well. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely 100% share your opinion. To me, it seems like the children were placed after Shanann was buried. I think that the children were taken out of the house during that 111-minute phone call, because this is when he leaves the house. And when investigators ask him, what did you do? Like, oh, I just went for a walk. I mean, he would have never, ever let the
Left
kids
the kids.
home alone,
Correct.
right?
It was
And by that time, he didn't even know Shannon's flight was delayed. So if he went out, let the kids home alone, and what would he have done? Shannon would have ripped him to pieces if the kids were by themselves and he went out for a walk. So I don't buy that story for one bit.
correct. And the 3 flights of stairs that Shanann's phone has her
At 151.
going up and
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Okay, is I believe she's gone in the house, gone upstairs, discovered the children were not in their beds,
Yep.
gone back down to the main level of the house, so gone downstairs, and then gone down to the basement. And that was her
Exactly.
3 flights of stairs.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Because at 151, and she, in a matter of seconds, and this woman pregnant, exhausted, running up the stairs, discovering my children are not in their beds, panicking, running down. It's you can see on her steps, and on this flight's climb, you can basically see the panic she must have had, you know, when she saw her kids not being there. Yeah, but definitely the sheet did look. The sheet was just not the same sheet as in the picture they put in front of Chris Watts, right? Because this is also why he asked when was that picture taken, so he knew.
Correct. Yeah.
He
When
knew.
when they he when they said, he said his words were, when was this, as in
Right.
the image being taken, and they said, today. And it was like, well, that's not right in his head. That's like,
Yeah.
and that's where I believe, this doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make
Nothing
sense at
nothing
all.
makes sense why she was there, and I believe that's what he was talking about. Nothing makes sense why Shanann is there, buried
Yeah.
with CERVI. That's what
Yeah.
I believe that's what he's actually saying.
Yeah. Yeah, that could definitely be true. I mean, he says that quite a lot, didn't he? He said also, why would she be there? And yeah, and also on his porch interview, what I noticed, he's not a person, into true crime or something. I mean, I don't know him, but when he said, if somebody has them, this was like an indicator to me that maybe somebody really has them. And
Yes, well,
they were
that's
held
what I
somewhere.
thought. And there's a big possibility, based on the 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 redacted dog alert that actually occurred behind the house,
Yeah,
right,
taken
over
out
near
through the back.
the tanks or whatever they were, the other oil batteries that were within the estate. I believe there's a big possibility that they were all being held in one of those empty houses,
Yeah,
up behind Chris's, which is highly possible, simply because they were actually empty houses. People do see houses in video footage, okay, of behind Chris's house, but they were all empty. None of
yeah,
those houses were completed, and they were all empty. So
yeah,
where you can keep an eye on the police, you can keep an eye on everything, can be from one of those empty houses
yeah, in plain sight, right?
in plain sight. And if all of this is exactly what did occur, well, Chris did not kill Shanann. That's one thing that we can all agree on,
Yeah,
because Chris was being watched and monitored, and he stayed at the Thayers Tuesday night.
yeah. And when do you think the kids were killed?
I honestly don't know. They could have well and truly already been gone by Sunday night, but I believe
Yeah.
everyone was disposed
Yeah.
of on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning.
Right. And do you think Troy McCoy was there to probably collect evidence or place evidence?
Place. Well, no, he couldn't have been placing the sheet at 2 o'clock in the afternoon because it rained.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he was there digging the grave.
At night or when?
At 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
But he came after the water truck guy, didn't he?
He met up with the water truck guy.
So you think the water truck guy is involved? No.
No. Well, I don't know. That I don't know. That I don't know. That I can't even answer. But I believe Troy was actually digging the grave Tuesday afternoon. That's what his job was. That's why he was actually at CERVI.
Right. So, and then he was surprised that the water truck guy was there. So he went away, and you think he came back after the water truck guy was gone and did it?
Or it was already done, is what I'm
Oh,
saying. Like he may have already dug the hole. Okay. Then the water
yeah.
truck guy rocks up
I got you now. Right.
because Troy had to have been there after the water truck guy because he signed the guy's sheet off.
Right.
His worksheet for being out there.
Yeah. And then the water truck guy said he saw him driving away or he left McCoy. That's why
Oh,
I'm
okay.
asking.
Well, that's okay. All right. Sorry. Well, I know, but the thing is, he may well have already dug the grave before the water truck guy got there. That's quite
Yeah.
probable.
Yeah. And also Melissa and this other guy, they went back to CERVI 319 Tuesday morning. And they did not mention that in their first interview either. What they did was they called in and mentioned it.
Yes.
So
Well,
that
that's
was kind of weird to me too.
yes. Well, the thing is, right, if you're conducting an investigation, I would imagine, and the theory is, and the narrative is, Chris killed his family and disposed of them on Monday morning. Okay, that's the theory. All right.
Yeah.
That's actually out there, and that's the narrative the police are working from. And then they
Right.
discovered the plastic bag one plastic bag that's 20 feet from the gravesite. And those fingerprints in that plastic bag do not belong to Chris and do not belong to Shanann. Now, there were 4 other people at CERVI Monday morning.
Yeah.
Well, they should have all been fingerprinted, as should have the mistress's fingerprints should have definitely been taken. Okay, because she is also a suspect who has everything to gain. She has to be a suspect and not a witness or a victim.
Exactly.
Oh, damn victim, my ass. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm trying to be very respectful on your channel. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. I have to
So
bite my tongue as well.
she's a so I don't know what the information that is she provided. I honestly don't know if she's been granted full immunity. But if she was, she would have to have testified, and there was no court case. Now, if Chris is threatened that we've given NK immunity, and basically, I reckon he was threatened by his own attorneys more so than the DA, because I think I think that his defense attorneys and the DA were all in bloody cahoots with each other to get
Yeah.
this thing shut down as fast as possible. I don't believe he was represented fairly in any way, shape, or form.
Definitely
They
not.
had no evidence on Chris Watts killing his family. They had none. Why
Yeah.
would he plead guilty to 5 counts of murder when there was actually no physical evidence that ties Chris to hurting his family? None.
Exactly. Yeah. No fingerprints, no nothing. And this bare
Nothing.
footprint, we never know whose that was. They did not test anything. They said they found hair in one of these garbage bags. I mean, this could have been hair from anybody. What they
Correct.
did was, on day one or at night even, they put the narrative out that he confessed to killing all three. And they
That's
did
correct.
nothing about it to, take that statement back. They let the media and everybody run with that. But we
Correct.
now know he did not confess to all three of them.
Correct. That is correct. And the very next day, on the 16th, the same day that NK is getting interviewed, is the same day he walks into court on the Thursday, sorry, on the 16th, and they charge him with 3 counts of murder.
Right.
And he has only confessed to killing his wife
Yes.
and not the children. But
Yeah.
they believed they had probable cause.
Yeah.
So to actually charge him, then they had to prove that probable cause. And then on the 21st, he went back to court again when they formally charged him with 5 counts of murder, 3 counts of tampering with deceased human body, and 1 count of unlawful termination of a pregnancy. So
Yes.
it was all 9 charges came in 5 days after his first court appearance. He's then charged with everything based on what evidence?
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. No evidence at all.
They
I
had
mean,
no physical evidence. All they could do, right, is charge him with 1 count of murder and 3 counts of tampering with evidence. And the
tampering with bodies. Yeah.
the unlawful termination of the pregnancy.
Yeah.
That would be the only charges that they really had. Okay, because there was still no evidence or proof that he killed the children.
Yes.
None.
Yeah. And I also think what I pointed out earlier was that Bella's injuries, I think, if you picture Chris Watts, right? He was fit, he was into, his gym stuff and bodybuilding and whatever, working out. And do you really think if he would have smothered or choked or whatever done to Bella, do you think Bella would have been strong enough to move her head left and right and all that? I don't think she would. I
No.
think I, I think that's the handwriting of a woman, in my opinion. A not so strong woman, where Bella was able to fight.
Correct. And
Yes.
the only person, let's think about who may well have committed those crimes. Well, I believe it's somebody that doesn't like children,
Yes.
somebody that doesn't like, or somebody that basically doesn't even want to have children, has no patience or time for children in any way, shape, or form. The way she spoke of the children was disgusting. The way she spoke of Shanann was horrific. She
Yes.
had absolutely no time for Chris's kids, let alone anyone else's kids. And she was the only person, well, when I say the only person, she went in there on the 16th, not the 16th, on the 23rd. The video interview, although the 16th was videoed, we never got any video footage of it. That was only an audio interview for 3.5 hours. But the
Right.
one on the 23rd, when she walked in and she got interviewed by Kobach again and the victim advocate lady, she actually had a long sleeve shirt on, and it was
Yes.
100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's got this long sleeve hoodie on, but she also had something under the hoodie that actually went down over covering the top of her hands. So it actually it went right down over her wrists to the top of her hands. Now, I
Yeah, I
believe
saw that
she,
white, right?
She was
Something
hiding.
white sticking out of her
Oh,
sleeves.
the white thing, I think, was a visitor's tag. We figured that out. I think that's a visitor's tag that she had on.
Okay.
When Yeah, right. So I think that was figured out. I think Tia confirmed that for me. That it was Tia Dash. She's a subscriber. She confirmed that it was actually a visitor's tag that NK actually had on. So she didn't have a phone in her lap. But while she was in the room by herself, she put a phone down under the table, and was texting somebody on a phone that she didn't really understand how to find the app store on, but
Right.
she knew damn well how to write a bloody text message really fast when no one was in the room. Right? I believe
Yeah,
she was hiding
true.
scratch marks on her body,
Yeah.
and that's why she was dressed the way she was on a damn hot day.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I don't want to say any names, but I think she definitely has something to do with this. Definitely. And to
With
me, Bella's injuries, this is, I don't think Bella would have been strong enough to sh- put her head from the left to the right, and if Chris had her in a certain position, I just don't see it.
Yeah, absolutely. And also on the Monday night, when Chris was actually talking on the phone with Officer Goodman at 2 in the morning, the officer had been trying to get hold of Chris, but Chris was actually on the phone to NK, and I think they were trying to work out how NK could get it onto a three-way call and actually overhear the conversation. So eventually, Chris rings back from his work phone to Officer Goodman at 2:06 a.m., I believe the time was, and he talks to the officer about uh, the height and weight of the kids, etc., and if Sudan had any scars, and if it or tattoos or anything. Uh, so basically, it was he was trying to find out more information about the kids, the officer, but at the same time, Chris's actual phone, his normal phone that he uses for every day, his own phone, was active in a call to NK whilst he was actually on the phone to the officer.
Right.
So
And
she was
also,
listening in.
exactly. And he did that previously as well when I think the Lindstroms were there,
When
right?
Jeremy Lindstrom and David Collin were at the house uh, on the Monday night
Ye-
at
Yes.
quarter at 9:45. Sorry, at 9:30. Yeah, nine
Yeah.
thirty p.m. David Collin rocked up at 9:48. Chris commenced a phone call with NK whilst David Collin was there, and then at 10 p.m. Jeremy Lindstrom rocks up.
Yeah.
Okay, and they leave at 10:15 p.m. But the whole time, Chris is
She is
actually
on the phone.
until 10:38 p.m. So Chris
Yeah.
was actually on the phone to NK whilst they were present in the house.
Right. So she knew definitely what was going on. And he told them too, I believe, that his mom is on the phone. And Lindstrom said he was kind of, on the jump a little bit. So they left. They just
Yeah.
left.
So
You know.
but getting back to that phone call with the police officer, if you actually listen closely to Chris's voice, he actually sounds like he's been crying.
Yeah.
Like his voice is, for the first time, it sounds very weak. It's
Yeah.
not the same confident voice or the lying voice, like with all the likes. When he throws
Right.
likes in there all the time, that is him completely lying
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I believe that he had been crying, and that may have been why he couldn't actually talk to the copper who was trying to ring him at the time. It's Yeah, that's just something else that bugs me.
Yeah. This is friggin' NK. I mean, She definitely knew. I mean, she's saying, "Oh, I didn't know anything, and he didn't tell me that his family was missing until what did she say? Like Monday night or something, or
She said,
Tuesday? No, Monday night."
yeah, she
But
said, oh, I'm trying to think who said it was all over Facebook. That was Jeremy Lindstrom who said it was all over. His wife said it was all over Facebook. It was no, he. We do know it was approximately 4:48 p.m. roughly when she. I don't know. Chris replied to a message that whatever she had written, and that was pretty much when she was finding out. Right,
right,
but she physically said it. It wasn't until Tuesday.
yeah,
I believe it was Tuesday. But she had that 50-minute phone call, as we know, when Jeremy Lindstrom and David Collin were there. And then she had another 52-minute phone call with him after that. Then she had FaceTime calls. Then she had another bunch of normal phone calls. Then the copper rings, and she's still on the phone to him. There was a lot of activity between the two of them on Monday night on the phone, like a lot of activity. And then that 2:06 a.m. call is the last official call ever made between the two, according to all the information we've been provided. Yet
yeah,
she talked about Text Tuesday when
yeah. She
apparently
did
all these
text
texts.
him on Tuesday.
No, the only data that they have in her phone from Tuesday itself is a calculator app submission
Yeah,
at
right,
9:30 a.m. on Tuesday. But at 2:06 or 2:07 a.m. is the last physical phone call or text message between the two of them.
right,
Monday night into Tuesday morning. Okay. Now, but then in her interview on the 16th, that went for 3.5 hours and got cut off after 2.5 hours. And then we finally got the last hour of it via Plunder a couple of months ago. And she actually talks in that interview about Text Tuesday. Text Tuesday. All these text messages that transpired between Chris and her. And
yeah,
then she goes back at the same time and she talks about Chris is the one that came up to her with the ring and talking to her about the ring, saying, and he apparently said to her, according to NK, what do you think this is worth? Why the hell would Chris say that to NK when he bought the damn ring?
right, exactly. And she has the nerve to say, "Pawn it."
Oh, absolutely. Unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
Unbelievable. So all she was doing was building a story to actually frame Chris. That's all she's doing is building a story of evidence based on hearsay information.
Right. And
Hence,
she was lucky that he was still so much in love with her that he kind of protected her,
yes, I fully believe so.
you know? And what do you think about the theory that he was probably threatened if he says something or incriminates somebody else?
I do believe he was threatened in some way, and potentially his true biological family may have been part of that threat.
You mean the what's he's
Correct.
being threatened with that something will happen to his
May
family.
that is highly possible.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, why else would he why wouldn't he just talk? I mean, if there wasn't something he could lose. I mean, he has nothing to lose other
Correct.
than if in course of course he was threatened, maybe they do something to his family,
Yeah, that's
right?
all highly probable.
Yeah.
Highly.
What I don't believe is that her dad was involved in anything, because when I did a little bit of research into him, I saw that he was also, people saying, oh, he has money and he bought her out or something like that. I mean, I think he is a person with a lot of authority, like his behavior or the way he appears, probably. But I don't think he has a lot of money. He already declared bankruptcy twice. So I
Correct.
don't think there was any money involved to buy her out.
No,
I
but he
I don't
knew
think so.
he knew people in the police station at Thornton. Put it to you that way because he actually says it in the interview. He mentions somebody's name in the interview. He also acted as though he was running the room when he clearly said, "Stop, Nick," as in talking to his daughter, but calling his daughter Nick, which doesn't make any sense anyway. But that's another story for another day. He says, "Nick, stop," and then
Hey, if we
tells,
can't hear you, you're breaking up.
"Sorry, can you hear me now?"
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, okay, sorry. When he's looking at when they're interviewed on the 16th, the audio recording, and he says, Nick, stop," and then looked over at Kobach and said, "You're leading." Well, the father should have been kicked out of the room then and there.
Yeah,
Because he's not a solicitor and he had no right to talk for his daughter. Absolutely none whatsoever. At that stage, in that particular interview, she was a witness and potential suspect.
oh
Okay,
yeah,
at that time. So the father had no right to actually say that and interject. I believe the father had authority. I believe he helped make everything go away, and he has that. Well, put it this way: I think Daddy has a lot to answer for.
right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he has that much influence, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know these people, but from what I read and what I researched, but yeah, I don't know. I think he probably was there to kind of protect his daughter. Maybe he is experienced in talking to police or something. But like Kobach, I believe it was, he said on the 16th, or when was his last interview? On the 15th, he already said to Watts, "Oh, we don't believe this girl has anything to do with anything. So, how the hell would he know? They didn't even investigate her."
How the hell would they know?
Exactly.
If it's on the
So, how
15th and
can
he says it, how would they? How would they know that? I mean, like, unbelievable. Her first interview with the FBI was on the 15th.
exactly? So why would he say on the 15th, I don't, yeah, when this whole affair thing came out and Kobach told him, yeah, we already know you had an affair and so on and so on. And he's like, but we don't think this girl has anything to do with anything. So how do they know? They did not even investigate her. They spoke to her probably twice and that's it.
They spoke, yeah, I know, but they spoke to her on Wednesday from 9:30 a.m. 11 times on Wednesday, 11 times on the phone before the FBI spoke to her at
Right.
Majestic Park in Nevada. They actually spoke to her 11 times. All right. So,
Crazy.
yes. So, and she gave, well, according to um, DA Dork, she actually gave bombshell information.
Yeah, right. I read that article and I'm still waiting for the bombshell
I'd
information.
like to know what it is. I think
Yeah,
the bombshell information is give me immunity. I'll tell you everything. And then she says, they go, okay. And she says, well, I killed the girls, but we're going to frame Chris. And they go, okay. You know what I mean? I seriously think that's what it's all about. Like
right.
there's something so very dodgy.
It is. I mean, they wanted him from the start,
Yep.
NK wasn't, why would they take out her freaking phone? phone logs of the out of the discovery. Why? Why is there? What reason is there?
To protect her.
Yeah, I think the reason is because
And the
people
others.
getting nosy and people asking questions,
Yep. And when she actually says it in her interview, when I just can't believe she said this, and I've actually I had somebody help me get rid of majority of Kobach's voice in the interview and just emphasize on NK's. And when she says her words were, I have to say this, don't fucking let me down. We're a team. Or we're a team, don't fucking let me down. That's what she said to Kobach on the
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
Like, how? Like, really? Really?
Yeah.
We're a team. We're a team. Don't fucking let me down. Were her words.
Right. She said that to Coda?
Yeah, to Kobach. She said it on the phone. Yep. We're a team. Don't fucking let me down.
Yeah. Yeah, something's going on with her. I
Yep.
mean, I've tried to do background researches on her, but she's completely wiped off the internet.
I
You cannot
know.
even, I was looking for into her sister a little bit and into her mom and into her stepdad. So nobody is associated with Nicole Kessinger anymore. So I think she changed her name successfully.
Yeah, and the
And
lawyer that she had is probably the most expensive lawyer in Colorado. The one that helped to wipe her media. And I want to know, right now, this is my big, okay, call me a conspiracy theorist at times if you want to, but I have questions. Just like Amanda S. Vita says all the time, everywhere she goes in YouTube land, I have questions. Well, the
right,
question I have is, why has Daniel Hadel, now that's the friend from
right.
up in Montana or whatever, who
Hmm.
came in and got hosted by NK for the weekend, okay? You got
Yeah,
Daniel Hadel, you got NK's dad, you've got NK, you've got Troy McCoy. Like, who would name their son Troy if his last name's McCoy? Anyway, you got Troy McCoy. And then you've got Cody Roberts. You got Chad McNeil. Okay, so you've got all of these people. Why has no massive TV network or Netflix or anybody ever interviewed any of them and paid them money?
right.
Why? Because I believe they all signed a confidentiality agreement with Anadarko, and they are all getting paid very healthily. All of them. And
Yeah,
that's how NK could afford to have this lawyer.
yeah. Because you said they were paid off by Anna Darko. I think that's quite possible because she said in her video interview, she said to Kobach, well, they offered me to pay me anyway for a few months,
Yeah. Well,
right? So,
when nearly 3 years later now, everything's gone wiped off the internet. None of them have spoken.
right.
None of them.
So if your contract terminates, what company does offer you money anyway?
No one.
Exactly. And this is what, you could be right on this, that, they offered money, so she's not talking, or they are not talking. They all paid some sort of amount to just keep their mouth shut.
Yep. And think for yourself, Megan, in chat. It's Hadel. Haydel. Danielle Hadel.
Say again, sorry, I lost you.
Danielle Hadel is the lady's name. I'm just answering. Think for yourself in chat. Haydel. Hadel. Danielle Hadel is the lady's name. Well, if you can call her a lady.
Wasn't it Danielle Haynes?
No,
H-A...
Hadel. No, Hadel. Haydel.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
I was thinking
Danielle
it was...
Hadel was the friend she hosted. And who hosts Friends? And yeah, and this friend, they also went out Saturday night because of the Venmo receipt, which was um, a taxi cab and something else that they
Yeah,
actually
here
shared.
in a cab or something, right?
Yeah, correct. And that was the Saturday night that they actually did that. Saturday night into Sunday mornings. That was the 12th. So why is there no information on where Danielle Hadel was for the entire weekend?
Yeah. Thank you, Shalina. Thank you. Happy 4th of July to you too.
Oh yeah, sorry. Happy 4th of July to everyone in America. It's the 4th of July here for us now, but those over there haven't quite got there yet. But it doesn't mean anything to us Australians, but it means a lot to the Americans. So
Yeah.
happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
I'm going to have to head off now. My phone's about to it's boiling hot.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank you for
anytime.
being on.
No worries at all. Anytime, and I'd love you to have you come over on my channel one day, and we'll have a bit of a chat. That'd be lovely.
Oh, yeah, definitely. When are you going to be live next time?
I don't know. Maybe sometime today. Well, as
Oh,
in,
okay.
yeah, after your
Okay.
shows, I may go live. I may not, but I may. But it's been a
Okay.
very interesting conversation. You're very knowledgeable, and for those of you that don't know, TJ's research and her videography work that she actually does on YouTube is outstanding, and your research is absolute first class. I
Thank
really
you
do
so
mean that.
much.
It's a lot
Same
better
goes
than
for
mine.
you
All my
too.
research is in my head. Okay, so
I'm a visual person. I
yep.
cannot remember anything if I don't
Yeah.
write it down.
Okay, well,
I
you're
wish I
absolutely
could.
you're
Okay. Have a
outstanding.
nice day.
No
Thank
worries.
you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much. All the very best. Bye bye.
And I'll look out for your life.
No worries.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much,
Bye.
Dave.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. That was quite interesting, right? Two heads put together. We can, I mean, if everybody of all the YouTube creators, would be working together, I think we could achieve a lot, you know. So yeah. Okay, I don't wanna rob anyone of their time now. I'll be going into the members only live stream now. The link you can find in the community section on my stream. And yeah, let's just talk, chat a little bit. I'm not tired yet, even though it's almost 1 a.m. in the morning. So I'm really up for a little chat with you guys and with all the members. Feel free to come on as well. I have to say, though, I probably won't be doing a live stream next week, Saturday. Probably I'll be doing one on Sunday next week this time, maybe during the week, because it's my wedding anniversary and I don't think I will have time to prepare a live stream. But I definitely give my best and try to do. But it won't be Saturday. So just so you guys know, probably Sunday, maybe Saturday, but I cannot promise anything. All right, guys, consider to join the channel, become a member of the Redix Crime Files. All the money I make on the membership payments go to a good cause, like I will donate the money. And yeah, just consider becoming a member. And if you become a member, then go in the community tab on my YouTube channel and join us on the live stream that's going to be following in about 5 minutes. So I see you guys all there. For everybody else, thank you for watching. It was really nice, really interesting. Happy to have you guys all here. and so many new people coming on as well. Thank you to all of you for being polite in the chat and hopefully afterwards in the comments. And yeah, like I said, for everybody else who's not joining me on the live stream following, have a great rest of your weekend and have a nice day. See you. Bye-bye.